Deciding to completely change your entire human life and finally organize your dirty bedroom is a beautiful idea, yes. But spending 3 entire hours just moving heavy piles of printed C programming exercises from the warm bed to the cold floor and from the floor back to the wooden desk is an absolute terrible trick of the human brain.
Moving heavy programming papers to the floor? Oh, wow, Sam, that is absolutely not cleaning your room. You are just changing the location of the mess. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a completely messy, highly organized episode of the English Unscripted podcast. I am Lita.
And I am Sam, and today, guys, we are talking about the terrible lie of cleaning your desk, the incredible panic of losing your keys in your own house, and why buying expensive, shiny notebooks never actually makes you a highly productive adult.
Exactly. Shiny notebooks just become expensive paperweights. We are dividing this organized journey into 3 exciting chapters today. First, we will talk about the absolute nightmare of a messy bedroom. Then, in Chapter 2, we dive into the terrible guilt of writing massive daily to-do lists and never actually doing them. And finally, Chapter 3 is all about pretending to work very hard at the office when you're actually just staring closely at a blank wall.
3 chapters of pure productivity therapy. But wait, Lita, before I tell you how I completely lost my heavy black brick bread inside my own bedroom, we have a very important cinematic mission for our amazing listeners today.
Oh, yes, it is challenge time, guys. What is the big movie theater strategy for our language learners today, Sam?
Listeners, if you truly want to direct a massive, beautiful English movie in your brain, you absolutely cannot just watch this video one single time. You have to treat this podcast exactly like your absolute favorite Hollywood film.
A Hollywood film? I love eating hot popcorn at the cinema, Sam. How does the movie method actually work for learning new organized words?
Well, the very first time you play the video, you just relax in your comfortable seat and enjoy the funny story. You listen to my terrible cleaning mistakes and you just eat your popcorn. But the second time, you become the strict professional director. You pause the movie, you look closely at the heavy vocabulary words on the screen, and you repeat the actor's lines out loud until your spoken English is perfectly ready for the cinema.
Yes, be the strict vocabulary director, guys. Speak with a loud, famous voice. So, Sam, tell me about your completely fake cleaning. Did you actually try to organize your messy desk for the strict bald manager?
I honestly tried to be a highly productive, clean corporate hero, Lita. I looked at my small wooden desk and it was completely invisible. It was entirely covered with exactly 100 printed pages of C programming exercises, 3 empty coffee cups, and my bright yellow banana jacket. It was an absolute mountain of completely messy, unorganized paper.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your completely invisible, messy mountain right there. I think that is a wonderfully dirty, highly unorganized word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Clutter.
Yes, clutter. It's an excellent B1 noun that describes a massive, unorganized collection of random things covering a space, making it look completely messy and terrible to live in, like having a massive mountain of C programming clutter completely hiding your wooden desk.
Listeners, please practice this completely messy, unorganized word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Clean your dirty desks.
Clutter.
Clutter. My bedroom was completely full of heavy paper clutter, Lita. I honestly couldn't even find my computer mouse. And that actually makes me very curious about our messy listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our first very honest, completely messy question for you right now. When you look around your beautiful house, what is the absolute worst, most embarrassing spot for secret clutter? Do you have a famous clothes chair in your bedroom, or maybe a magical kitchen drawer completely full of broken pens and old batteries?
Tell us your absolute worst clutter secrets down in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that Sam is not the only adult living in a mountain of programming papers. So, Lita, do you want to know exactly what I found hiding at the very bottom of the desk clutter?
I absolutely need to know, Sam. Please do not tell me you found a family of tiny, terrified mice living inside your bright yellow jacket.
It was absolutely worse, Lita. I pushed the heavy mountain of programming papers away, and sitting exactly in the middle of the wooden desk was a completely lost piece of my rock-hard black brick bread. I completely forgot it was there. It was just sitting under the heavy C exercises, acting exactly like a dark, heavy paper weight. I looked at the terrible mess and I loudly said, "I've got to stop eating heavy bread at my wooden desk."
Wait a minute, guys. Listeners, I have a fantastic native secret for you right here. Did you hear how Sam just pronounced the words got to? He sounded incredibly formal and slow, like a strict English king reading a royal serious rule about bread.
Oh no, did I sound completely heavy and dramatic again, Lita? I thought "got to" was a perfectly serious way to explain how much I absolutely need to change my terrible, messy eating habits.
It is perfectly correct if you're writing a very formal apology letter to your dirty desk, Sam. But when native speakers are talking very fast or when we are casually finding old bread under our homework, we almost never say got to. We smash the words completely together and just say gotta, gotta.
Oh yes, gotta. I gotta stop eating bread. I gotta clean my messy room. That sounds so much faster and wonderfully natural, Lita. It completely shows how rushed and energetic I feel about fixing my terrible life.
Exactly. Try using gotta when you're talking quickly about something you absolutely must do, guys. It's a brilliant secret trick to make your casual spoken English sound perfectly fluent and extremely relaxed. So, Sam, did finding the black bread actually make you highly productive and clean?
Absolutely not, Lita. I just picked up the heavy bread, I ate a very small, hard bite, and I decided to take a 2-hour nap on my warm bed. I completely gave up on the desk. I'm officially a productivity failure.
Oh, that is absolutely a classic, highly unproductive human move, Sam. Finding one lost thing and then immediately going to sleep. But honestly, failing to clean your physical desk is just a tiny, messy problem. The absolute worst, most embarrassing part of modern productivity is the completely fake, beautifully written to-do lists we make for ourselves. Which brings us perfectly to Chapter 2 of our organized journey today. Listeners, put down your old bread and grab your shiny, expensive notebooks because we're going to dive into the absolute nightmare of writing massive lists of 20 impossible tasks, buying 50 colored pens, and why highlighting a completely blank piece of paper is exactly like lying to your own brain.
Lita, taking a massive 2-hour nap instead of cleaning your messy desk is completely lazy, yes, but putting on your bright yellow banana jacket, walking to a highly expensive bookstore, and spending $50 real on a shiny gold notebook and 10 bright pink pens is an absolute psychological trick.
$50 for a shiny gold notebook? Oh wow, Sam, you just tried to completely buy your organization skills with expensive pink pens. Did the golden book actually make you a highly productive, successful adult?
It was a completely terrible lie, Lita. I honestly thought the shiny notebook would give me magical energy. I sat down at my messy wooden desk, I pushed my hard black brick bread out of the way, and I used my brand new pink pen. I wrote a massive list of completely impossible things to do. I wrote down 20 difficult homeworks for my C programming class.
Wait, Sam. You wrote down 20 difficult homeworks? The strict English grammar police are completely taking away your expensive pink pens right now. Homework is an absolutely uncountable noun, my organized friend. You can never, ever put an S on the end of it. You wrote down a lot of homework or 20 difficult tasks, never homeworks.
Oh, right. Thank you, Officer Lita. I wrote down 20 heavy tasks. My completely unorganized brain forgot the basic grammar rules because I was deeply blinded by the beautiful gold paper. So I looked at this massive, terrifying list of 20 programming tasks, and my brain immediately panicked. Instead of doing the first task, I spent 3 entire hours watching funny internet videos of fat street cats eating bread.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your funny, heavy street cats right there. I think that is a wonderfully lazy, highly relatable vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Procrastinate.
Yes, procrastinate. It is an excellent B1 verb that means to completely delay doing a very important, difficult task because you feel totally stressed out and you choose to do something very easy and useless instead, like watching funny cat videos for 3 hours when you desperately need to procrastinate on your heavy C programming.
Listeners, please practice this completely lazy, delaying word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Stop watching funny internet cats.
Procrastinate.
Procrastinate. I completely love to procrastinate, Lita. I honestly highlighted the empty notebook with exactly 3 different colors, and then I did absolutely 0 work. And that actually makes me very curious about our busy listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our second very busy, completely lazy question for you right now. When you have a massive, scary to-do list sitting on your desk, what is the absolute worst way you love to procrastinate? Do you suddenly decide to clean your kitchen floor or maybe scroll on your mobile phone for 2 entire hours?
Tell us your absolute worst procrastination secrets in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that Sam is not the only adult buying shiny gold notebooks for 0 reason. So, Lita, do you want to know exactly what the strict bald manager did when I brought my beautiful pink pens to the corporate meeting?
Oh, I desperately want to know, Sam. Please do not tell me you used a bright pink pen to draw a funny picture of his shiny bald head.
I absolutely did not draw his shiny head, Lita. I was sitting in the cold meeting room wearing my yellow banana jacket and trying to look incredibly organized. The strict bald manager was shouting about heavy financial corporate reports, but my tired brain was so completely full of 20 different homework tasks, I just started using my 3 pink pens to slowly color the gold paper. He stopped talking, pointed directly at my pink hands, and loudly asked if I was painting another green potato alien.
Oh no, he completely remembered your terrible green alien art? Sam, that is so incredibly embarrassing. Did he take your expensive gold notebook away from you?
He completely closed it, Lita. He looked at my pink hands and then he gave me 50 brand new, incredibly difficult corporate tasks to finish before Friday. I had so many heavy things on my new list, I felt completely unable to breathe. My human brain just wanted to explode.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your completely exploding pink brain right there. I think that is a wonderfully stressed, highly busy vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today. Overwhelmed.
Yes, overwhelmed. It is an excellent B1 adjective that describes feeling completely stressed out, totally panicked, and having way too many heavy things to do, so you just freeze and do absolutely nothing, like feeling completely overwhelmed when a bald manager gives you 50 new tasks and absolutely hates your pink pens.
Listeners, please practice this completely stressed, heavy word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Stop coloring your notebooks.
Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. I was officially the most overwhelmed, unorganized employee in the entire corporate building, Lita. I honestly just wanted to hide my pink pens inside my jacket and sleep under the table.
Oh, that is absolutely a completely normal, overwhelmed feeling, Sam. Having a massive list of heavy tasks is completely terrifying. But honestly, writing a fake to-do list in a gold notebook is just a tiny personal lie to yourself. The absolute worst, most impressive kind of fake productivity is when you completely trick your strict boss at the busy office. Which brings us perfectly to the third and final chapter of our organized journey today. Listeners, hide your bright pink pens and practice your serious typing face, because we're going to dive into the absolute comedy of staring closely at a completely blank computer screen, hitting your keyboard very loudly, and why pretending to be a highly busy adult is the absolute hardest job in the entire world.
Lita, buying a $50 gold notebook and coloring it bright pink is a completely terrible waste of human money, yes. But sitting at your messy corporate desk, hitting your black plastic keyboard incredibly hard, and staring intently at a completely blank computer screen just to trick the strict bald manager is an absolute Oscar-winning acting performance.
An Oscar-winning fake performance. Oh wow, Sam, you were aggressively typing absolutely nothing on a blank screen. Why did you not just do one of the 50 heavy tasks on your pink list?
Because I was completely overwhelmed, Lita. My tired brain was totally empty. So I put on my bright yellow banana jacket to look highly energetic. I held a piece of my rock-hard black brick bread in my left hand, exactly like a busy businessman eating a very fast lunch, and I used my right hand to smash the computer keys. Click, clack, click, clack. I looked incredibly serious and angry.
Oh no, smashing the plastic keyboard with angry bread in your hand? Sam, that is absolutely not being a highly productive employee. You were completely trying to trick your scary boss with loud plastic noises.
Exactly, Lita. I completely wanted to deceive him. I wanted him to look at my sweating face and think I was building a massive financial empire.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your completely loud, tricking keyboard right there. I think that is a wonderfully sneaky, highly corporate vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today: deceive.
Yes, deceive. It is an excellent B1 verb that means to successfully trick a strict person into completely believing a fake story or a lie, usually by acting exactly like it is the absolute truth, like smashing an empty keyboard to completely deceive your manager into thinking you are a highly busy, productive adult.
Listeners, please practice this completely sneaky, tricking word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Stop smashing your keyboards.
Deceive.
Deceive. I completely tried to deceive the bald manager, Lita. I honestly just wanted him to walk far away from my messy wooden desk. And that actually makes me very curious about our sneaky listeners.
Oh, absolutely. Listeners, we have our third and final, very sneaky question for you right now. When you are sitting at your busy office or your quiet school desk and you are absolutely doing zero work, what is the absolute best, most creative trick you use to deceive your teacher or your boss? Do you walk around very fast holding a random piece of paper, or maybe stare angrily at your blank screen?
Tell us your absolute best fake acting secrets in the comments down below. We desperately need to know that Sam is not the only adult typing absolutely nothing with his right hand. So, Lita, do you want to know exactly what the bald manager did when he stood directly behind my loud clicking chair?
I desperately need to know, Sam. Please do not tell me you accidentally hit his shiny bald head with your heavy black bread.
I absolutely did not hit him, Lita. I was hitting the plastic keyboard so incredibly fast with my right hand, looking angry and completely focused. The strict bald manager stood silently behind my chair for 10 entire seconds. Then he leaned very close to my ear and loudly said, "Sam, your angry typing is absolutely beautiful, but your computer screen is completely turned off."
Oh no, your computer was totally dark and turned off? Sam, he completely discovered your terrible fake typing lie. You were just aggressively hitting a dead plastic keyboard for absolutely no reason.
It was exactly the most terrible moment of my entire week, Lita. I slowly dropped my piece of heavy black brick bread on the desk, and my face turned completely hot inside my bright yellow jacket. My big, fake corporate secret was totally exposed to the entire quiet office.
Wait, Sam, let us pause your completely dark, exposed computer screen right there. I think that is a wonderfully embarrassing, highly revealing vocabulary word for our listeners to deeply understand today: exposed.
Yes, exposed. It is an excellent B1 adjective that describes the terrible, panicked feeling when your hidden secret, your fake story, or your big lie is suddenly shown to everyone and you feel totally embarrassed, like feeling completely exposed when your strict boss catches you typing fast on a dark, dead computer screen.
Listeners, please practice this completely embarrassing, revealing word and say it with us right now.
Say it loud and clear in your room, guys. Turn on your digital screens.
Exposed.
Exposed. I was completely, absolutely exposed, Lita. I honestly just put my heavy bread in my bag and I went straight home to finally organize my messy bedroom clutter.
You finally cleaned your messy programming mountain, Sam. But honestly, fixing your unorganized, crazy life is so much easier when you have a good friend to help you. And learning a completely new language is exactly the same.
Oh yes, listeners, you absolutely cannot fight the heavy grammar rules and the strict bald managers completely alone in the dark.
Exactly. If you want to stop procrastinating, organize your English brain, and finally become a highly fluent speaker, you absolutely need a reliable language partner.
So grab your official study buddy right now, share this exact video with your most messy, unorganized friend, and completely smash that shiny subscribe button together so you can learn exactly like an unstoppable team.
Your daily shared subscription is your official organized study plan, guys. Thank you so much for completely laughing and hiding from your angry bosses with us today. Please turn your screens on before you type, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone. Clean your Mephi desks.